Come on, bro. It was just getting good. Why'd you pause it there?
I don't know, because, you sometimes complain that the songs go on for too long.
Alright. That shit just started, though.
People complain about everything these days. Like
Right.
coffee cups.
I'll play a little bit more then. Wait, hold on. People complain about coffee cups?
Yeah, dude, it's gonna happen again. Like, just give it a few weeks. They'll start complaining about the holiday cups at Starbucks. It always happens.
Oh, the head whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
The red cups? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're
It don't
taking
get no
Christmas away.
Jesus. It needs Jesus. Save your coffee cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you sure that you don't like take drugs? Because this is like pure ecstasy, like acid, something you watch when you're like on acid.
No, the only drugs I
I'm watching
take.
it drunk, yeah.
What's that?
I'm watching it drunk. I love this.
No, but this is definitely trippy as hell, and classy is like he's like a stern like no drugs or no nothing, but like this is
Nah,
some
the
like
only
high.
drugs
This is
I
some.
take is milk and coffee. Sometimes together.
Ooh, edgy. No, I mean this is the type of shit that people watch when they're like on mushrooms or acid, like to like stimulate the visuals.
The type of music I listen to if I'm doing homework or something.
Yeah, it's really good background music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Alrighty, y'all. Well, thank you for joining the stream tonight. We have some new guests. We have Sweeloon. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Sweeloon. All right. And Chamber Deacon. How's it going?
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing well. Doing well. So, guys, for tonight, it's gonna be pretty simple. Yeah, Classy wanted me to name the stream. I just think of like the most popular meme out there, and it's apparently this NPC meme. Like, I know we're like talking a little bit about it off stream, but what is the NPC? I just still, you guys kind of explained it, but can you try to explain again? What does the NPC meme even mean? Someone help me out.
Who wants to explain it? I mean, I could if you want.
Go for it.
Alright, so basically there was a study done recently that apparently like most people, I forgot the exact percentage, but most people don't have some sort of internal monologue. In other words, they don't basically like, how do I put this, like narrate their own lives. They don't like introspect.
They don't think in
Point,
languages.
yeah, introspect to the point that they think in their own words, in their own head, right? So, a lot of people have sort of thought, okay, so most people don't have a internal monologue, so most people are non-playable characters or NPCs. And it's actually quite alarming.
Okay.
That you talk to some people in real life and they actually don't have an internal monologue, and it's so weird because I talk to myself all the time.
Well, what does this have to do with like political or like? Because I've seen like people like Trump supporters or people on the right say it's like, you know, oh, everyone on the other side are NPCs, and like they put this face like. So where does that come into play?
Sounds like sheeple.
I have no idea. Yeah, I guess it's just another way to say that, like, oh, if you're not into this ideology, you're not woke enough or something like that. So you're just an NPC. I mean, I just think it's a funny meme.
You'll forgive me, but I think I'd even push it a little bit further. I mean, it kind of sounds like they're describing consumers, you know, the people that are fucking constantly in traffic, blocking you, fucking doing horrible things like riding your ass for 4 miles even though you're in the slow lane, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Those people are reactionary versus proactive or even introspective.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, basically, guys. So yeah, for today's stream, if you guys have never seen this stream before or been on the stream, basically we just react to like weird shit on the internet. So we got a couple of clips lined up for some current events today for this stream. So let's start off with let me see. Let me post this. Make sure there's no ad on it.
If anything, I'll refresh the page.
So here is a trailer for a transgender dating show.
Really?
There's no ad on your side,
There's
right?
no ad.
Classy.
You can play it. You can play
Alright, sweet.
End of the day, when I go home at night, a bitch get lonely, real lonely. I got over 3 million followers, and everybody kind of fucking with your girl right now. With all that being said, what a nigga said?
She ain't never been with somebody like me before.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the
juicy.
Ooh.
I can tell she likes me.
I just really want to feel wanted by somebody other than the police.
God dang, sure ain't expect to find this. Look.
Bitch, I know you motherfucking lying.
That was some crazy shit.
Bro, I will beat your fucking ass.
Take it to the ring!
Get the fuck out of my house!
If you fuck with her, she can turn evil.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Did anybody call the ambulance?
TT, Do You Love Me? Coming November 4th, only on Zeus.
It's going to devolve into midget tossing.
What the fuck was that?
Pretty sure it's staged.
Yeah.
A lot
I mean,
of these kind of shows are.
Yeah, I mean, all reality shows are pretty much staged, but this was like a pair. Every single like character on this show seemed like a parody of something. Like,
yeah, it looked like a scary movie trailer more than a fucking dating show.
It's actually a really good way to put it.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I mean, it is, you know, October, Halloween, so I mean, it is.
Spooktober.
I guess it's only fitting. Spooktober. So yeah, and you guys, any chance you guys gonna check out TD? Do You Love Me?
No.
I actually might, as long as it doesn't have a laugh track. That's all I'm asking these days.
I thought that was, I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. So, okay, let's see here. What's next? Here is. Oh, I think you guys will like this one.
I don't know if you can top the last one.
No, I think I'll be able to top it. Watch. We're just gonna get deeper down the rabbit hole. So here is, and then tell me if there's an ad.
There's an ad.
Okay, so let me.
There you go.
Okay, so.
I could send
All right, so here we go. Embracing sologamy. Meet the woman who. Sologamy.
Flogama.
So this is a woman who married herself.
Dirty email.
From Vice.
If I wanted, but I don't.
Hello?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hi, my name's Sophie Tanner, and 2 years ago I got married to myself.
You know, I've heard of monogamy, as in spending time with only one person. So this is spending time with only one person, but that one person is you. Okay.
Yeah, spending time with yourself. I just thought about that when you started mentioning that. Is I mean, soon we're gonna have people having relationships with like AIs and shit and like robots. Like, what's that? I guess what's that? What are we gonna call that?
Sims, you know.
Google fetish.
Sims?
Dating sims.
Dating sims. Hell.
You ever seen those ones where people have like relationships with like inanimate objects?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the car guy.
Yeah, there's
There was
like a
woman who married a train station, wasn't there?
Oh god.
yeah, there's a woman who like married a train station, and like she like fell in love with this like specific train or something, and then there's a show that like followed her to the train because she's like saw this like specific train in like pictures, so she like tracked it down, and it was like in Germany, and she went to the train and like started like she laid down and started like messing with like the grease between like where the carts connect and stuff, and like rubbing it on herself.
Cringe.
Yeah, I mean, it literally sounds made up, but this is actually a TV show, and it is something like where people like they fall in love with like inanimate objects. It's pretty freaky. It's pretty crazy, like what freaking world we live in. About. Let's see what this lady's about.
Marrying yourself is an expression of self-love, and it's a commitment to love yourself and be responsible for your own happiness for the rest of your life.
This is why the self-esteem movement was such a mistake.
one, and being single is a valid lifestyle option these days. Not everyone should just behave according to these milestones that are just kind of really quite outdated. The wedding was spectacular. I had about 15 bridesmaids all dressed up.
What the fuck, dude?
This looks fun, man. This looks cool.
This looks...
Yeah, until you realize that she's fucking sad enough to throw herself a party for herself.
I can't believe, like, how did this went over? Like, talking to her parents, talking to her friends, like...
Yeah, exactly.
The self-esteem movement, this is the logical end. This is really the logical end of it. Oy.
How is this a real thing? And, like, how to... Oh, my God. Like, we live in a real life Onion article where, like, it doesn't seem like this is real, but it is real.
The Onion begged for mercy earlier this year. It really did.
Processed through the Pavilion Gardens, dancing to Kendrick Lamar's song himself. My dad gave me away, and my friend dressed up as the Pope. He took me through my vows, which I'd adapted from Christian vows for the singular. With this ring, I me wed. In sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Is this what happens when you get off your meds?
Yeah, what's even the point of this? Like, this is... I don't know, I have no words. I'm kind of speechless.
It's a statement of fucking narcissism. It really is.
Well, at least now you have the solution to the insult problem.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, just I imagine all the wedding gifts as fleshlights.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Well, in this case, dildos.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, I had an after party back here. I think there was about 8 of us consummating it, and there was a lot of red wine spilt, and we played.
Wait,
Twister and
did you say consummating it?
There's... Okay, so you marry yourself, and the way you consummate that is you have an orgy with 8 people. I guess that makes sense.
Okay, that kind of defeats the purpose of marrying yourself.
Open relationship.
Unless they were all each individually taking care of themselves.
I mean, hey, let's be. I guess that's a benefit of marrying yourself is that you can cheat on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
All right, let's hear this.
I snapped a hamstring.
Played Twister. They played Twister.
I heard snapped a hamstring.
So that's how I consummated it. It wasn't sexual that night. My proposal happened when I was in bed, recovering from a really bad breakup. I've had instances in my life where, you know, I've poured everything into someone else and allowed who they were to affect my moods and my happiness. But I was lying in bed and suddenly the sun was coming through the window and I realised that I had myself back and that I felt happy again. And I wondered if it was possible to celebrate this moment. I suppose I didn't say a
psycho. She's a psycho. She is a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously very mentally ill.
This is like her 15 minutes of fame. Like this, look how much she's drinking all this in.
Oh yeah, I mean, Vice. I mean, they'll shine a light on anything. So I mean, she's loving it right now.
Hey.
But that was my proposal to myself. I thought I want to marry myself. No, absolutely not. It's not an option because I promised to love and care for myself until death. Divorce is suicide, as far as I'm concerned.
3 minutes later.
What's up, nude?
What?
Yeah, this is the Vice editor is a 13-year-old kid who plays Fortnite or something. I don't know. What the hell?
Spilling nudes in leak.
I haven't been asked that before. I don't send myself nudes.
She's slowly opening her dress. Watch. She's like literally
stand in front of the mirror
in between takes.
That's kind of like it. When you're on your own, people always assume, or they try and push people on you. You know, oh, why are you still single? But you look so good. I don't understand.
Glass is closed. Will it open
Yeah.
again?
I think
Yes.
it's caused from the microphone.
Ah.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up, man.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go full tilt on this whole fucking, like, your 15 minutes, go full tilt.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, a lot of the time it's assumed that it's not your choice. You forget that that's how society still views things. But now, I just say, I married myself and I'm really happy, so that's great.
Yeah, come on, bring it. I want to see.
Are you our narcissist? Yo, okay, let's hear this.
Yeah, this is a really tough one because narcissists do not love themselves. You're selfish and you're insecure and you're jealous. Self-love is the opposite of that, like having a sense of self-worth and accepting who you are. Actually means that you then have the capability to have more compassion and generosity to other people. They're on completely opposite ends of the scale, in my opinion. Most people get married for attention in front of their...
Isn't this kind of like MGTOW?
It really is. It's like the fucking opposite.
It is, absolutely.
MGTOW by itself, it already is pretty radical, but this is, yeah.
I just imagine her going, you know, they take our precious bodily fluids out of us as we pump them into their ball sacks. Sorry.
I mean, it's just getting weirder, bro. We're just going down the fucking rabbit hole of weirdness, and like I said, soon we're gonna have people marrying robots and shit and AI. So I mean, it's coming.
I mean, they're not even going to be robots. It's going to be like the fucking little security butt plug thing, but with like a hole. It's what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Family and friends, they do it so that their loved ones like clap and say, yay, we're really happy for you. I did it in front of my loved ones because I wanted to make my vows in front of them to give them meaning. Maybe I was seeking attention as much as anyone else who has a party that's for them.
At least she admits it.
Seeking attention. But
Yeah,
the aim of the game
I
is
can't
not
argue
a
that.
narcissistic goal.
Yes, it is, but at least you know.
Yeah, the end of it isn't a narcissistic goal. Okay.
Good question. I reflect a lot on solitude and loneliness and the difference between them. And I think society has got a massive problem with loneliness. There's loads and loads of elderly people behind closed loneliness. There's loads and loads of elderly people behind closed doors who don't see people for weeks on end. There's teenagers who get really lonely in their bedrooms, having social media making them feel crap. There's people in marriages feeling lonely because they don't understand each other anymore. I think that the more connections you have with other people, the more you cultivate those, the less lonely you are, and that's what I do in my life.
Here we go.
I suppose, you know, anything that's a bit different is considered as bonkers. I think laughing at stuff and being lighthearted and joking, that's one of the best ways to change things, if people can laugh at stuff. So I'd quite, you know, carry on laughing. That's good.
At least she has a positive attitude.
Yeah, I mean, she has a pretty positive outlook for this
level of crazy.
Yeah. And she's aware that, yeah, I mean...
Okay, at least she's, you know, self-aware.
And people are probably laughing at her, so... Alright, so let's take a look here. We're going to have a pretty wide spectrum of clips, so let's go with this one. Alright, this is a pretty fucked up clip, so I want to get your guys' reaction to it here. If this loads. Do 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 do. Classy, can you post the link? Because my computer is fucking up.
Do you want me to send you the DM? Or...
Mac user.
Wait, which, like, you want me to put the video on Watch Together?
Hold on, Alright, give me 1 second here. Can you just, put the,
Which one?
The last one, no, not the last one, the Trump one, Trump with his wife, with Melania.
Oh, okay, okay, 0, okay.
Wake me up when September's over.
It's October.
Damn it. He's not gone yet.
Mrs. Trump, what's your message to the storm victims? What's your message to the storm victims?
And she did a great job on television the other night. And I didn't do so bad either. But she did a great job on television. Thank you.
I thought it was going to be whose boat is this?
What the hell? I mean, come on. I literally clicked on this video because it said Donald Trump left his wife, Melania, out in the rain. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, no, he didn't. All
Is
right.
it raining?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is since he has an umbrella.
I guess it was, but like, what a disingenuous freaking thing. But I thought it was literally, I was ready to react to like, yeah, that actually happened.
What-
But
What was the reporter saying? I couldn't hear it. Could you play it again?
yeah, sure.
Mrs. Trump, what's your message to the storm victims?
Message to the storm victims.
And she did a great job on television the other night. And I didn't do so bad either. But she did a great job on television. Thank you, everybody.
That man does not live in reality anymore. And his umbrella's broken.
No, it's not.
Wait, is that the little tag thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he was saying like, "What's your message to the storm victims?" And then like he just completely ignored her.
Whose boat is this? This has to be someone's boat.
He didn't leave her in the rain. She kind of walked out from under the umbrella on her own.
She almost escaped.
Unless they mean before that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I can't see what they're doing, so.
Yeah, that's what the media does. They just fucking. I mean, at least it was. I was hoping for a genuine clip, but here is guy talks shit to a 9/11 New York Police Department widow, runs in terror when her son confronts. So I thought this was pretty funny.
My husband died in 9/11.
Good for him. Good. Good. Those NYPD were a bunch of fucking sodomizing immigrants with their bully sticks. So yeah, your husband probably fucking should rot in the grave.
You call my mama? What? Why are you running now?
Come on, like how fucking of a dirtbag you have to be to say some shit like that. So her husband died. Okay, you don't like the NYPD, but you're gonna say some shit like that. Yeah, and then now you're gonna cower away because you realize she has a son.
Especially since, he doesn't even know, that guy doesn't even know the whole story. He doesn't even know what her husband was like. It's almost like a lot of people seem to forget that everyone is an individual with a story. They just put these paper plate masks on them and pretend like they're not real people.
Labels. They like their labels.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tribalism at its finest, and that's why we have this anti-cop narrative in the United States now, and it's like, oh, you want to be against cops, and like, how are you going to say, who's going to be on your side if you say that, oh, good for this person's husband who died in 9/11, like, and I kind of wish this dude would beat his ass, but...
A little bit, yeah. Then again, if he beats his ass, doesn't he win?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, he has to be the bigger man and not do something like that with him. So, but that's the end of that. This is a pretty interesting one here. Let's take a look at this one. Sorry, I talked to myself, so there's no dead air on the stream.
Probably for the best.
At least you're not an NPC.
All right, we have breaking news to...
Yeah, exactly. So this is a Russian woman charged with making thousands of fake social media accounts to meddle in the U.S. election. So I guess this is the smoking gun or the proof that Russia that Russia meddled with the election. So let's take a look at this.
So I'm going to be locked up any minute.
Yeah.
A Russian woman has been charged with an attempt to meddle in the 2018 midterm election. The charges allege that she was using social media platforms to create thousands of social media and email accounts appearing to be from people in the U.S. to create divisive social and political content. Joining me from outside the courthouse in Alexandria, Virginia, NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams. Well, Pete, just tell us everything you know about this, please.
And I'm here because this is where the charges have been filed, and this perhaps gives you a little more perspective on what you were just discussing, that statement from the intelligence community about be careful what you read. But these charges say a woman in St. Petersburg who works for an accountant for a firm that was previously charged with Russian election meddling and being involved in election meddling in the 2016 election, that this woman was involved in an effort to meddle in this year's midterm elections. Her name is Elena Kushyanova. She's 44. She's from St. Petersburg. Now, she's been charged here, but obviously she's not in the United States, so she's not under arrest. But what the charges say is that for the past several months, she's used social media platforms and internet websites to create these false websites and email accounts and other entities purporting to be from Americans, attacking American politicians, discussing issues in the campaign, race relations, gun control, immigration, gay rights. The charges say that these false postings on the internet don't take one single point of view, but seem to attack it from various sides, all intended to undermine the election. Now, let me give you some examples of what they say were the false memes. Here's one they posted that
Jesus.
False memes.
Oh, that's so sad.
False memes.
Think about it. So this woman is going to be charged for making memes. I think this is the first time in history that's happened, or this is groundbreaking. This is historical here.
Woman arrested for trolling.
Says every deported illegal household saves taxpayers $700,000. This is why it's very important to keep families together as they are being deported. Now, again, this is what the charges say. This woman helped to put on the internet, claiming to be from Americans, but not. Here's another one that says Obama, for the first 5 months, created $3 billion in new regulations. President Trump, for the first 5 months, wiped away $22 billion worth of regulations. And another that shows this sinister-looking person saying no cult pretending to be a religion should ever be given the freedom to exist within the same Western countries that they are taught to hate. So two lessons that come out of this. First of all, this is not brought by Robert Mueller's prosecutors. This is not part of the special counsel investigation for a couple of reasons. The main one is, we're told by federal officials, this involves attempts to meddle in the 2018 election. The special counsel's job is to investigate potential meddling in the 2016 presidential election. And secondly, the reason it's the second point to know about this is it reinforces what the government has been saying, and just in this statement that came out earlier today, but has been saying for to meddle in the election, to try to get into state voting systems, to try to plant phony information, are persistent, and that they still see a lot of this coming out of Russia.
So Pete, not the charges not being brought by Mueller. These are federal charges. Are these charges
Correct.
that would have been brought in consultation with Trump's Justice Department, with the Trump administration?
Oh, absolutely. This is the Justice Department.
All right, so this is pretty boring, actually.
Yeah,
like,
no shit.
like who? I mean, honestly, like who cares? Like, I just think that if there's people actually like planting. Like if there's people like planting fake shit on the internet and everything, like and if there's people falling for it, like, I mean, that's on them. Like, I don't consider. Yeah, I mean, I don't consider that like meddling. Like, that's just. But I mean, whatever. So.
No, actually, two things about that. First off, Who has
there was
that
a period
kind of
where I was in a
time?
relationship and I hadn't been tested.
Well,
She
she's
made,
pro-
what was it, 1,000
I found
Twitter
out he
accounts?
did cheat on me. I didn't get tested for
Maybe
a couple
she's
months 'cause
posting,
I was kind of dreading the answer.
but I think the way she does it is
I just went and did it, and I was negative, and that's when I was like, okay,
or like,
this is it.
yeah, or like
Hold
someone
on,
like
sorry, there's an
once a day
ad.
to
How do
protect
I
you from
get rid of
HIV.
it again?
I had an alarm set on my phone. It literally said it
click
had the
I'll click off the video and then go back.
The Advance Auto
So,
Parts
yeah.
freedom to choose oil change.
Sorry about that.
5 quarts of either Castrol Edge, Valvoline Advance,
Great.
or Enzo.
YouTube, you gotta love it.
Other thing was the conviction that that man had
biggest fear was
to actually print off
I think one of
those
the big things is like
reposts.
being proactive about your healthcare, which is what PrEP is about.
Say that one more time.
The conviction that man had to actually print off those reposts.
Yeah, it's so cringy to see like memes printed out, like no matter what it is.
My community
is
largely affected
the
by
ad
HIV.
gone?
If nothing
No,
changes,
just let her
remember,
free.
1 in 4
It's a short
Latino
ad
men who
anyway,
have sex
just
with men
give it a
will
minute.
become HIV positive.
I'm sorry.
God
There's a
damn
pill
it,
you take once a
YouTube.
day. It's an added layer
So yeah, guys, if you don't know,
for
like
HIV
we use
negative
this
people.
thing,
PrEP
and
is
I think we
only
deal with it every time, but we use this thing where
I recommend
if
and a
even though we have
condom,
ad
it is
blocker,
important
there's still an
to keep
ad
yourself
if we
healthy
try to
because your
post like
sexual
certain
health
videos.
does
So
lead to your health
yeah, we
overall,
are
and
watching
that
an
was
ad
really
for Latino
grandmother was
men
very supportive
that
because
are
she wants me to be
HIV positive.
her little
So yeah, here we go.
At least it's not a political ad at this point. I'll take anything but a political ad, you know?
positive, someone who's HIV negative.
Right,
I
right,
just
right,
feel
right.
much more
I don't have that
secure.
ad. It's not
For
showing
more
for me.
information about PrEP, go
No,
to
it only shows for my site
prep.greaterthan.org.
for OBS.
Oh.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, well, it shows on the stream too. So
What web browser are you using?
I'm using Google Chrome, but like the way I show the videos through OBS, so like OBS
Oh,
has
right.
yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
they play a fucking ad for the shortest video. This video is 40 seconds. So yeah, this is just Rihanna rejects the Super Bowl halftime to support Colin Kaepernick. So you know, if you guys have an opinion on Colin Kaepernick, but we'll just watch this real quick.
Channel 24 Rihanna has allegedly declined an offer to perform at the 2019
Jeez, what a weird ass voice. All right, we won't watch the video. The fuck, that lady's voice is too much.
Oh, come on. She sounds like a fucking, like a Subway announcement.
She sounds like a Google Voice or something, or like a Siri or some shit.
Or Bixby
Oh,
if
come
you're
on.
using Samsung.
It's only 40 seconds long. Just muscle through it.
So
Do
yeah,
it.
what do you? Well, I mean, so yeah. Basically, it's just saying that Rihanna didn't. She rejected the Super Bowl halftime because she's supporting Colin Kaepernick. Do any of you guys have an opinion on the whole Colin Kaepernick NFL situation, or not
Don't
really?
touch my shoes. Don't touch them. Don't touch my kicks.
Don't touch your Nikes. What?
I'm kidding. I don't have a pair of Nikes. I'm just joking.
Me neither.
I don't.
You don't have a pair of Nikes? Are you American?
No, I use Adidas like an actual Chad. So.
Same.
Yeah.
Adidas. Okay.
Adidas.
So yeah. So yeah, guys. I mean, I don't know why this is still going on. This whole NFL Colin Kaepernick thing, but apparently now, like, there's so many celebrities on the side of Colin Kaepernick, and this is one way to show that, I guess, that, you know, they want to support him. Do you guys have a quick opinion on that, or?
No.
Not really.
What was it that he did again?
He basically was the conduit for them kneeling.
That's
he
right.
started
Oh, the kneeler. Gotcha.
That's right.
Yeah, he's kneeling on the NFL games, and he was like the start of that. And because of that, he's been like blacklisted from. Well, basically, like no NFL team wants to like hire him, even as a backup quarterback. Even though, you know, there's plenty of other. I mean, he's better than plenty of other quarterbacks, but they don't want like the whole negative press with him there. So now a lot of celebrities too a lot of them vouch for Colin Kaepernick, and for example, like even like Amy Schumer posted some shit too of on Twitter or something like that, like LeBron James and stuff, like a whole bunch of like celebrities and stuff are just trying to post their support for Colin Kaepernick because the NFL is, I guess, that they don't want to hire him. But it's like, you know what? It's kind of like a media frenzy. Like they don't want all bad attention, and I mean, it is a private business. So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
I mean, it just shows like how people will fucking bandwagon and shit. Like, ultimately, if you talk to an actual like veteran, the majority of them don't have an opinion on it. That's the reason why they went over there, is to protect.
I know
like,
someone who's in the military. He doesn't care.
Yeah, like it's a sign of respect. It's not necessarily disrespectful in the same way that people are portraying it.
He says most people in his branch don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the main thing too is, you know, that's the beauty. I've said this before, and I've gotten some heat for it, but you know, that's the beauty of America, is that, you know, you're allowed to silently protest. I mean, and that's the definition of a silent protest. I just hate when I see like you see these like people on social media like, God damn it, like I'm boycotting the NFL, and I'm burning my Nikes because, you know, Nike is with Colin Kaepernick and they're disrespecting the veterans. And it's like, dude, we live in America. Like, that's what the veterans died for. The veterans died for us to protest. And it's not like he's like, I mean, like, yeah, I don't agree with what his opinion is, but he has the right to protest. He has the right to say them shit. But, you know, I just never thought that when this whole thing happened, it was going to be this whole media shitstorm like the way it has been now. But I don't know. Just we're in the time of just outrage and people being outraged from both sides. It's not just
coffee cups. It's all about this petty bullshit. It really is these days.
Storm in a teacup.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Starbucks people complain about the Starbucks cup soon as well. So yeah, but that's just how it is. Oh yeah, okay, guys. So this is a pretty viral video. I want to get your guys' opinion on. Let me make sure there's no ad on this first.
Well, Swayland, you were kind of quiet. What were your thoughts on it?
I really don't have much of an opinion. I don't watch football, and I don't have any Nike things.
Yeah,
The 9 to 5ers. So the movers, shakers,
Seriously?
and
Let me
dreamers.
see if I can skip. Okay, it's skipped. Okay.
Please move, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
It's
gone.
just
It's gone.
like I said, it's just a storm in a teacup. It matters a lot to a small amount of people.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, people want to be, people want to be outraged for so many things. So I mean, it's just another way for people to be outraged. So
yeah.
But I don't know if you guys saw this story, but this is a white woman who attempted to block a black man from entering his apartment. This went pretty viral, so I want to get your guys' thoughts on it and get your guys' reaction. So let's take a look.
I can. Do you live here?
Is she drunk?
I'm sorry. The keypad is right there.
I understand that, man.
You can film me. That's fine.
Yeah, she's drunk.
But you're blocking me.
Into my building.
I don't think she's drunk. I think she's just
stupid.
No, I've seen this video before. She's not drunk. That's just how she talks.
She just has a high pitched voice. So
and slurs her words.
Yeah.
It's my building as well, so I need you to get out my way.
Okay, what unit?
So yeah, since this video's released, the woman has been fired from her job. What do you guys think about that? Like,
good.
That's
Fuck
a
her.
little extreme. What she's doing is
Creepy.
it's uncalled for, and it is creepy. But getting fired from your job is.
So yeah, I mean we
this,
live in.
This took place in the apartment building. Not at her workplace, and not during her work hours.
Okay, I thought she worked there. Never mind. That's a bridge too far.
Right.
Yeah, but that is something that we deal with. Like that, we're living in a different world now where everything is on social media, and you have to kind of police yourself.
I guess it's like sort of bad for business though, like because whatever. How do I put this? Like usually when you apply for a job, they usually tell you like be careful what you post on like social media because that kind of represents the company or whatever.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you guys. Like, ultimately, when it comes down to the whole fucking attacking someone at work, or even like what the Democrats have been doing and the Republicans are starting doing, like attacking people, like boycotting, like protesting while you're eating a meal, that's over a line.
I mean, I'm not saying I necessarily support their decision. I'm just saying like that's sort of the logic behind it. That
Yeah, but you're condoning it. No, don't condone this. This is fucking creepy, shitty behavior. Fuck those people. Get a life. Sorry.
Yeah, well, she's obviously. Yeah, I mean, she's obviously a raging cunt. But do you think that, like, because like things go viral now, like, do you think that she did deserve to be fired from her job? Because it's kind of like.
No.
Okay.
No. Can we watch the whole thing?
Yeah. Let's watch.
And she actually backtracks a little bit.
All right, let's take a look.
I don't need to say that information. So excuse me, ma'am.
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, you can be uncomfortable. That's your discretion. You're uncomfortable because of you. I need you to move out my way.
I want to give props to the guy though. He handled this in the best way possible too. Like,
I mean, this guy
he remained
sounds
like completely
the most
calm.
chill dude possible. Like,
Yeah, he is an absolute champ.
he's like, he's like soft spoken, you know.
I hate to say it like this, but like ultimately he's been training his whole life. He's had to deal with all this shit. I've seen it. I mean, like this is normal for a lot of people.
Sadly, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I definitely get that, but like, you have to give kudos to where it's like, you know, now that we have the power of the internet and we have the power of like smartphones now, where like everything could be recorded, everything. Like that's why you got to watch yourself. Like people, you know, some people think like, oh, this is America, we can do whatever you want. It's like, oh yeah, go ahead and do what you want. Maybe you have the freedom to do it, but there's like social repercussions. So I mean, it's pretty interesting, like kind of the time we live in now. I mean, it's leveling a little bit.
Well, I do see everyone like elevated to that level, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take away the fact that he keeps his cool, but like, this is probably not the first time he's had to go through this.
No, I mean, sure.
No.
Ma'am, please stop touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You just was previously. Before.
I'm not touching you at all.
So I'm going to step in.
I'm not touching you, and I'm not in any way doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom.
Okay. And I live here and you're blocking the door.
What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
307.
Okay. Great. I'm on the 4th floor. Excuse me.
No. You don't have a key fob. You are... No.
No.
If you have that, then okay.
Ma'am, you're not security. You're not the property manager. You're not
No,
Mike Herman.
but I live here.
Okay, and I live here too. You're not Mike Herman. You're not Rick.
I don't like the fact you have your phone in my face.
Okay, I don't like the fact that you're blocking me for where I pay.
All I'm asking is
real quick.
what unit?
Go ahead.
Two things. Like, first off, he actually did mention the security guard, and she didn't flinch. She didn't challenge that. And second off, if he doesn't have his key fob, like I'm playing devil's advocate for both, I understand at least somewhat of her perspective, you know?
Right, but if with that, yeah, I can understand if he doesn't have it. But like you said, he mentioned names that presumably she should know those names, and if that were the case, then just let him in.
And if she's that paranoid to actually stop someone in that position, she probably knows the security guard. Yeah, you're right.
And if she is that paranoid, why is she approaching him or confronting him, I guess?
We don't know the build-up, you know? Like, maybe he's trying to get in without his key fob, so, like, I will give her some benefit of the doubt, and maybe it's the fact that, you know, I hate to say it, he's black and he doesn't have that kind of triggered her, because she does seem very defensive here.
Where does this take place again?
I don't know exactly. But to answer...
I hope not Kentucky. For fuck's sake, not Kentucky.
I think it was St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, thank God, not Kentucky.
I think... Yeah, I think you might be right, but... Yeah, I think her explanation is that he... Like, you're going to hear it here, where she says, you walked up from the street. That's why she got, like, worried, I guess. So
you're urban. You're not wanted here.
Like, yeah. Yeah, you can't walk up to the street. You have to pull up in a car if you live at these apartments, I guess.
I don't need to tell you that information, man.
If you want to come into my building.
It's not your building. You're not the owner. You pay rent.
Sir, you walked up
He's
on
right.
a street.
Yes, yes, and I've already buzzed in. I've already
You
used
did
my.
not.
Man, it does not even matter. Can you get out of my way?
No, can you show me the key
I
fob
don't
into this
I'm
building?
not showing you anything. And the second, ma'am, I'm bound to walk through where I live at. So.
No.
Okay.
Okay, she's being a
Can you
bitch.
show me the key fob?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
she's
has-
just being. Yeah,
he
she's
has
being
the
a.
key fob.
Yeah, fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her. She doesn't deserve to live there. She doesn't deserve to lose her job, but does not deserve to live there. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, and then I think I have the video here. She like had like an interview where she literally said that she doesn't regret like none of her actions and would do it
Stupid
again.
people never do.
Yeah, and her reasoning is because
She must
there's
be
been-
an NPC.
Yeah.
So many people
there-
without internal model.
There are people like this who I see at my workplace a lot, and they're just people who want to start things. They like to stir the pot,
True.
and it might not necessarily have anything to do with race. It's just this happens.
Yeah, it's like those like
there are
bored.
people like that.
Yeah, it's like those bored housewives that want to like regulate the rules. Those annoying ladies in every neighborhood are like always keeping an eye on what you're doing, and if your like lawn clippings are, you know, taken care of and shit. It's so annoying.
Adult hall monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like these housewives who are bored, have nothing to do. But yeah. Everyone knows who
Yeah,
I'm
she
talking
just
about.
she just wants a story to tell people because she doesn't have anything interesting in her own life. That's, I mean, maybe
Right.
maybe that's the case. Probably that's the case. That's
So do you think the story is going to be...
Remember that one time I was oppressed by SJWs when I tried to defend my building and I got kicked out and I lost my job?
It's going
I
to
don't
be
know.
that for her, I think.
It's like America. It's like we can't, no freedom of speech.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fob into this. No.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
I love how she's like outraged.
I was waiting to say she grabbed my ass.
At this point, it's like if this was like a legit burglar or a legit like thief or I don't know, someone trying to start trouble, wouldn't he like run away? He's like, he obviously
Or
fucking
attack
likes me,
her?
lady.
Like, I'm sorry, but this is the most polite burglar I've ever seen. I want that guy in my house. Maybe he'll fucking be my doorman.
Can I go to the fourth floor? I need to rob a guy's house, please. Come on.
no. This isn't he. Even if
Jerome
it
in the
was
fourth owes me 100.
an actual burglar in his position would not have actually even talked to her. If he would have just walked away, and because if he's a burglar, then he doesn't want to get caught, right?
Yeah.
And this is the easiest way to get caught in this sort of situation. She's going to be able to identify him pretty easily, especially since the light is coming from behind her, hitting his face, showing his features. So she'll just... Furthermore, there's probably even cameras in this place.
Yeah. I mean, it does look upscale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a nice house.
Well, yeah,
I wish
it's
I lived there. Well,
Yeah,
not
no
her
shit.
as my neighbor, but you know.
Yeah, it's a luxury apartment and everything, and it's like, don't you think the jig is up? Like, what kind of burglar is walking with a cell phone recording everything? Like come on, lady, like she dug her own grave. Like,
yeah, she
come on.
just doubled down.
Right. So let's see how far this goes.
Where are you going? Do you have a key fob?
Gonna rob a bitch. I showed it to you, bitch.
You can film all you want. I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. You walked into a
Sure you
building
did.
where
Kind
I was
of.
taking my dog out and pushed your way in.
Any shit on the floor now?
No.
This is sad. How fucking delusional do you have to be to go through an interview and see this footage? She's gonna follow him up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Smart that he's recording in the elevator too, though.
I mean, the bitch might pull a knife. She's being psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him.
Well, she can't make any false claims.
Yeah, too.
No, I want to know who you're going to see.
Who are you going to see?
I'm here to eat your dog, ma'am.
I am.
She's assuming that he's visiting someone.
Because I would like to know who's friends and why you're here.
Look at her. She's like paused. Who's friends and...
And if you do, then I would like to meet you because you're a neighbor. And
I want some black dick.
I'm going to my house. I'm going to my house. Where I live at.
Yeah, shoot her. Shoot her dead.
I would like.
As soon as she, like, depending on the state laws, as soon as she walks over that threshold, she is then a threat.
I'm in Florida, you know, stand your ground.
Yeah, anywhere, basically.
I was about to say stand your ground, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to blackface her.
I was just thinking though, like, what's going on?
Put some Skittles and some
It's like,
tea
I know
on her.
everyone here. They don't have black friends.
That's true. That's what she paused for. It really was.
It's like, yeah, I need to know who has a
I've sucked all the black dick in this building. I've never seen you before.
I need to know who's friends and why you're here.
Oh, that is just so cringe. And she's still defending herself. That is amazing.
And she's following him.
So how's it end? Let's see the coup de grace.
And now she wants to be friends.
I do not want to speak with you. Please stop following me. I'm going to call the cops for harassment. That's my next step.
She's like stalker mode.
Yeah.
Little dog's like right on him. White Chihuahuas are an abomination, by the
all
way.
the way to my door.
As a player,
And you see my keys in the door. That is so that.
As a record, I just want to say
Ma'am, how about you?
As the record.
For the record, I just want to say hi and what's your name? It's like, okay,
It's like,
now I
my
believe
name's
you.
Jamal.
Now,
You want to come over for some mac and cheese?
How is she not drunk?
dude, it's I mean, you don't
She's
have
on
to be drunk to
something
be a
or
dick.
off something. Like just brainstem. Brainstem, no work.
Entitlement. That's what she's on.
She's a blonde. No, yeah, it is entitlement.
You know that blonde hair dye is hell on your brainstem.
Right. I just think it's hilarious. It's like, now that I see the keys literally on your door, that's when I'm gonna, believe you. Or it's pretty crazy. So
Hey, I baked a cake for you.
Well, she tries to stop him from entering his own apartment building, and then she doubles down, and then she starts backtracking.
Right.
Now you see here where she's just show it.
I will play it.
No. Have a good night, ma'am. Don't ever do that again. You look pretty stupid on video. Have a nice night. And my name's Mr. Toes. Thank you.
Fucking love that guy.
And then
She
what you don't
introduced herself.
And what you don't see on the video too is that, I mean, despite what she said at the end, she did call the cops, and the cops knocked on his door 30 minutes later.
What you don't see is the dog shitting in front of his door. I'm just saying.
She actually what would you what
See?
What?
On something or off something. Needed meds.
No, she even called the cops. That's like that all happened. And then she still thought it was a good idea to call the cops on him. What did he do?
Yeah, he's black in the wrong neighborhood. That's what it is.
She felt uncomfortable. That's what she said. So, speaking
She
of,
was harassing him.
Yep.
I know, right? Classy, is there an ad on this video?
No, there's no ad.
All right, sweet. So speaking of false allegations, yeah. So this is the case of.
Oh, this.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is a pretty fucked up story.
Oh,
but
no.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is, but I can already tell I'm going to want to punch a motherfucker.
So yeah, this is. We'll show you here what happened.
A community
Oh.
rallies around a 9-year-old boy falsely accused of sexual assault.
The backpack kid.
Residents united taking aim at the woman the
Dumb
internet
bitch.
has dubbed Corner Store Caroline.
The sun grabbed my ass.
Teresa Klein gained infamy in the Flatbush community after accusing a child, now identified as only Jeremiah, of sexual assault. The claim debunked by surveillance footage first obtained by Pix11.
Oh my god, like this is...
Does that kid have a scholarship? Give that kid a scholarship. Like, I want to have a GoFundMe just to give him a fucking college education after this shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But this is the predominance of like victimhood culture, like where everyone wants to be a victim. This kid's fucking backpack, and she clearly can tell like that's what happened. Brushed up against this lady's ass, and
I feel violated.
I want to know if there's a GoFundMe for this kid, because I want to fucking give him a college education after this shit. This is fucking stupid.
Oh my god, has she ever been in a bus or anywhere? Like,
Yeah.
crowded into each other all the time.
Yeah, you check your wallet, you move on. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, don't flatter yourself, lady. Like, you honestly think a 9-year-old kid is... This little kid is fucking grabbing your ass, and he meant to brush his backpack on your ass. And this is...
Yeah, I was gonna say, she looks like she's done heroin for 20 fucking years.
Oh my god, this story
At least
really...
now I know I could just, have a backpack on and just lightly brush against someone, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this particular story really pisses me off because it's like, this is a 9-year-old kid. You're going up against a kid. You're doing this shit with a kid. This is emotionally scarring him. It's like, good job. So
yeah.
Community members gathered Monday evening to discuss what happened and what needs to be done.
If you're going to move into our neighborhoods, there has to be respect.
They are targeting our children, and we will not have it.
The mother and child at the center of the incident broke their silence for the first time.
That day, this fear was placed into my children's heart.
I mean, yeah, this actually does, like, scar someone, though. Like, it's
Yeah.
really... I don't know how to word this, but, it really, like, plays a sort of...
I mean, it's like in the South, like the whole gentrification thing, like nationwide, it is legitimately instilling fear into fucking black children of rich white women. That's what the fuck this is.
Like,
sure, yeah.
What do you achieve by doing this? Like, really, like, what?
You gain your space. You kick out the fucking residents. Like, I'm broke as a joke. I'm on the fucking bottom level of society here. I understand and I stand with the African American community, and it does me fucking proud that they actually stood together. Like, thank God they did, because this could have been swept under the rug, and she could have had her fucking kid thrown in jail for stupid shit.
Yeah, it's like, it's just, thank God for cameras and freaking everything's recorded now. But I don't know, this one just really like infuriates me. It's like you look at the fucking surveillance footage. It's like, you can't. So you assume that he purposely did that to brush up against your ass. You couldn't just. It's like, oh, obviously this is a kid with a backpack that just brushed up.
Kid that just woke up going to school. I remember those days. I had to have 2 surges to wake up. That kid doesn't have surge in a convenience store anymore.
They brought it back as urge.
Yeah.
Could we watch the video footage again?
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Let me rewind it.
It's like you're trying to trigger me here.
By Pix11, community members gathered Monday evening to
Look at that! Like, she turns around right away. And it's like, you obviously can see that the kid just brushed up against you. But she called the cops saying that he touched her ass. It's like, come on, lady. Like, how you're fucked in the head. Like, you want to be a victim.
Yeah. Humongous.
Yeah.
Broke their silence for the first time.
That day, this fear was placed into my children's heart. Having to explain to your 9-year-old son what assault means, what sexual assault means.
God is trusting us. God is trusting us on everything. Treat people different. Treat people the same way you want to be treated.
He's going to be a wheel boo.
For Klein's arrest, Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams confirms that authorities are looking into the matter.
The DA is currently investigating.
The family now hoping to put the saga behind them.
I don't forgive this woman at all. I think she was crazy. I think she had something going on with her.
He's right. That kid is at least kind of glued right.
It's like I'm glad we have the logic.
Logic of a child.
All right. So here is. Let's take a look at.
You'll forgive me. I need to go get a cigarette real quick.
Oh, no worries, man. So here is this video. Let's take a look at this. I think Classy. I think you might have an opinion on this. If it would load.
Liberal protest. Oh.
So liberal
not
protest.
This girl. Oh, God.
I'm not a huge fan of this girl because she seems like a
I still
just like a
don't
character.
know who she is. Like, what the hell's her relevancy? Is she like some sort of wannabe Lauren Southern or something?
No, I mean she just like is like this gun nut and posts just like those cringy like right wing memes like here's my guns, come take them away. Like she just wants attention and
Let me see if I can find a freaking tweet.
she's a semi-attractive woman, so that's all you need to get relevancy and popularity on the internet. So yeah.
History. What? Tell me about the.
Don't touch me.
I want to touch you. Don't. Why not? Hey, I'm allowed to touch her.
No, you are not allowed to touch me.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
The goddamn ground and rape her.
What?
Because I have rights.
So this man just said that he could rape me if he wanted to.
Look at your supreme.
I don't want. I'm gonna go get the officers because that's disgusting. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No one touched you. Yes, they did.
I know he did, but we just gotta back up away from this lady's store.
You can move away. You can move away.
Don't you just love it when people take things like completely out of context?
Who are you referring to?
I'm referring to the girl, obviously, though. I mean, obviously, yeah, she took this clip completely out of context and make it look, he touched her. Now he's talking about like raping her or something.
Well, I mean, he did say that. I mean, he I don't know why he said that.
I'm pretty sure it was like in the context of the conversation about guns or something like that. But
no, he said like he's like, I'm allowed to touch you. If I wanted to, I can throw you down. And it's like, okay, why? I don't know why he would say that, but yeah, he did say that.
He did say that, but I just think like there's more to it though. Like
Okay.
I don't know. Like I
Sure.
just doesn't really make sense. Like I guess as much as I don't like these protesters though, I don't see the logic. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But like she's known for doing this though. She likes.
I mean, she's obviously out.
She's a provocateur.
Yeah, she's obviously out there for
attention.
attention.
Yeah, she's a provocateur. She purposely puts herself in situations so she can get these type of reactions. See how violent these people are. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of these protesting types, but she likes to put herself in these situations to feed into her agenda, whatever.
Right.
Southern, basically.
Yeah, I mean, she obviously put herself in this situation to to get a reaction. So yeah.
Yeah, it was messed up.
I heard that.
Check out that Trump balloon.
Oh, that's a
pretty
cute
funny.
balloon.
And I like how there's women defending him when he just said he could rape me. And there's women defending. I thought we believed women. I thought we supported women. That man just said he could rape me.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. You're supposed to believe women. Why aren't you believing me? Ma'am, why aren't you believing me? You're a woman. I'm a woman. Believe women. Believe women. So this guy is following me. Do not touch me and do not come near me.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, now you realize it. Do not stay right. Do not come near me. Oh, we will put it.
Okay, so maybe he, like I said, like I want to see the full context of it. So he said, so he's backtracking on it. So maybe he did say something stupid.
No, he did.
And he shouldn't have said that.
No, he did say it. Look.
If he wanted to.
I'm not saying
No, you are not.
no. I'm not saying he didn't say that. I'm just saying like I want to see the conversation before that led to him saying that though. Like was it referring to just how he like touched her and saying like, oh yeah, I can touch you and I can rape you as much, or was it referring to like the conversation about guns or something? I don't know.
Watch. So I guess you want watching. Look.
Okay.
Me about the eight.
Don't touch me.
I want to touch you. Don't. Oh, I'm. Why not? I'm good boy. Hey, I'm allowed to touch her.
No, you are not allowed to touch me.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
The goddamn
Okay,
ground
then,
and
yeah,
rape
he
her.
did that. Okay.
Because I have.
Alright, so I don't get it. I guess he was so angry at the moment. He's like, oh, whatever, I don't care, I'll touch her. So that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong.
Yeah, he's
I'll call him out for that. He shouldn't have lost his cool and say retarded things like that. But I'm guessing that's what happened. He was so heated into the moment that, like I guess that, I don't know, that really like got him angry. Where she said, "Don't touch you," and like he shouldn't have touched her. But let's be honest though, this is exactly what she wants. If it was just
I mean, this
it
clip.
gives her an excuse to be obnoxious later in the video.
Yeah, she did get pretty obnoxious, and yeah, I mean, it's like you're going out of your way to confront these protesters. It's like you're obviously looking for this reaction.
These people,
So I mean,
they're not looking to have a civil conversation. They want this sort of like awkward sort of uncomfortable situations though, because a civil conversation isn't gonna get you views. It's not gonna get you those Patreon shekels. But yeah, like I said, like I'll call the guy out for it. From what it seems like, he shouldn't have done that. He was just so heated into the moment that he did something stupid. But then again, like she did put herself in this situation. This is exactly what she wants. It just feeds into her
narcissism.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Oh shoot.
there you go. So, here is the next clip. This apparently happens a lot, but this is a recent story here. Is there an ad?
Oh.
No, there's no ad. Sorry. I was just.
All right.
Someone just entered our Discord, so yeah.
So
that was me. I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry.
So man learns from Google Street View his wife cheated on him.
Getting caught cheating is awkward, to say the least. People magazine reports that was especially true for one couple in Peru, after one man started checking out Google Maps for future travel ideas with his wife. However, as news.com.au notes, while browsing locations in Lima, he came across this woman sitting on a bench. Even though Google blurs faces based on her clothing and other physical features, he figured that was his wife. And it was quite apparent that she wasn't just sharing a bench with a stranger. After the discovery, he confronted his wife, who admitted to cheating, notes news.com.au. It ultimately ended in their divorce.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, this has been kind of an ongoing thing. I mean, what was it? When Apple iMessages like fucking launched, I mean, it caused so many fucking divorces. It was hilarious when I used to work for a tech company that would take calls for Apple. Like it would be a constant fucking running gag.
Wait, how does iMessage do the same thing? Or I don't get it.
When iMessage launched, it basically iMessage and iCloud started all at the same time. So basically everyone integrated onto the same basic space. So wives and husbands that had an individual iPhone would get each other's iMessages. This is not new. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, I just think it's interesting now because of with technology and everything. It's like, yeah, we can keep track of everything. So, yeah. So that was that clip. Let's take a look at this one. I think this is a pretty interesting one.
I mean, you shouldn't cheat. And this isn't Google's fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Google's fault. I mean, it's the lady's fault. But
slightly... I'm not going to say Orwellian, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, close.
Right.
I mean, it is pretty Orwellian. I mean, from the definition of the word, but I mean, it's not like the government is trying to keep an eye on you, but yeah. So, all right, Classy, there isn't an ad on this.
Yeah, there's an ad. Dude shoots himself. Can we air that? Is this like a suicide thing?
No.
What's the title? Oh, okay. Bullet. Oh, okay. Never mind. There's no ad. You can play it.
All right. So this is dude shoots himself to prove his bulletproof jacket works. So yeah, this is a guy.
I'm Dallas Jolly,
this.
and today I'm going to be doing a demonstration of our 3A bulletproof jacket. This is our sport model. I'm going to be shooting it with 124 grain plus P 9mm, coming out of my TriStar T120.
He looks like he's taking his last known photo.
Yeah, he did this in a single take.
Fuck.
That's some hardcore shit right there.
I'm just thankful the angle wasn't a little lower, you know.
Holy shit.
Basically takes himself out of the gene pool the other way.
Yeah, imagine if he just missed and fucking just shot himself in the dick or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. You would think that would hurt a little.
Man, he takes it like a champ.
And it was like at point
Real
blank.
Chad.
Yeah.
Like a real champ.
Does it hurt? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we wanted to create clothing integrated with American-made body armor that's affordable. That it greatly increases the chance
He's trying to figure out if he's bleeding. That's hilarious.
of surviving what would usually be a deadly encounter. Am I gonna have a big fat bruise? Absolutely, yes, yes I am. But I'm still here, and I believe in our product.
Man,
Thank you.
he knows how to sell it.
That's like employee of the month.
If
right
I
there.
needed a bulletproof vest, that's the brand I'd go for.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's selling. We should have kids
sells.
wear this in schools.
Yeah, market it in Harlem. I don't know.
Can I get a trench coat made out of that material?
Yeah.
Get a fedora made out of that.
Fedora helmets for all.
That's not how it works. Alright, kid, just...
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
That stopped it,
nasty
yeah.
welt.
It was point blank. He's looking like, I regret this.
Give that dude a raise for having to do that.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He shot himself in the gut.
That was just the janitor.
It's like, I imagine like the founder of this company says, okay, I don't want to do it. And the co-founder is like, I don't want to do it either. It's like, okay, how would you like a raise?
Now, what's your name? Bill. Bill, you get a raise if you shoot yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think this will be the final clip of the night, just to end on a little more positive note.
Okay.
So, unless you had something else, Classy.
You can play it if I find something else. Oh, wait, don't play it yet. Let me just, see if this works, actually.
What are you trying to do?
Let me see. Okay, if the chat can tell me, do they see, a GIF right now?
It's called GIF.
Oof, you just started a civil war.
Yep. It's Gib. It's not Jib. It's Gib.
There should be an image on the stream.
I don't see it.
I see it.
On the playback. Oh, you see it?
Okay. Let me see. So this is kind of old, but let me just put this here. So yeah, read the image that I tweeted. The left believes in silencing free speech. I believe in silencing minorities.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what the girl put, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I think she corrected it later, but yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bold statement there.
Yeah, this is why you reread tweets.
What does she even? I guess what did she try to mean by that? I mean, legitimately what she put, or like Jesus Christ.
The only thing I can think of is I believe in silencing pistols, but that's kind of that's a far cry from minorities.
Right. So yeah, that's that's the lady of the hour. So
So we'll play the other video now.
all right, so yeah, this is the final clip here. This is a bidding war for a SpongeBob painting. So let's take a look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Solar's View. With some anticipation,
That's a painting?
the cause painting here. We have quite a lot of interest.
If you zoom out, he doesn't have pants
Again and
on.
again.
Wait, are you kidding me? That's a goddamn painting?
Yeah, that's the painting.
That's a freaking meme.
That's a meme?
I don't know, but it looks like some meme or something. Just imagine they could put like a caption or something. No.
Yeah, and look what it went up to. So.
SpongeBob SquarePants, I believe it's called, and we're starting here at £180,000. And he can't wait.
Tell me this is done by an artist and not some rando.
£350,000
Goodness.
now. 380,000. Thank you. 400,000 in a new place.
And that's like 2 of my houses. Thanks.
Yeah, so I
That's-
see like
that's
they're
great British
smiling,
pounds, too.
but they're
That's-
unironically gonna auction for this. What?
And I live in an apartment building. That's like 2 of the fucking buildings I'm in.
I think it's just like the novelty of like just to do it. It's like that's why I think they did it.
Stupid. Stupid. This world is stupid.
I have a theory that modern art is actually money laundering.
Yeah, no argument there.
Could be.
500,000. Yuki's bidder at 500,000. Anybody else with SpongeBob at 500,000? Here at 500,000. Here it is. At 550, it's Elizabeth Webb. You like a bit of SpongeBob.
There's 4 of the buildings I'm in.
With Yuki at 600,000. Anyone else? 650,000. At 650,000. Where's the bid at 6? Jackie's bidder at 650. Yours, sir. At 650,000. A ripple of excitement around the courts at 650,000. Here it is. At 650,000.
There's 5.
So who's saying
5 of the buildings I'm in.
700,000. Took it from you, sir. 700,000. Thank you very much. With great taste.
It's gotta hit $1 billion, isn't it?
There it is.
Did you just say great taste?
£700,000. Say 50 now. 750.
Did he dab? I saw him dab.
Who wouldn't?
Oh my goodness.
It's
I
like
saw
a
him dab.
freaking meme auction.
It is. That's what's gonna happen next. Jesus.
It's what's next? Are they gonna freaking auction the deodorant glasses? Are they gonna freaking auction? I know this is an old one. The freaking Bad Luck Brian meme. Like what the hell?
Fucking deodorant used by Jack Sparrow in the movie. That's what's next. Oh.
At 750,000. I spot a new Damien Hirst coming at 750,000. Give me 800, sir. At 750. Yes, it's £800,000. Thank you. At £800,000.
There's 7. 7 of the buildings I'm in.
At £800,000. Here it is at 800,000. Give me 50 now at £800,000. Alex, you coming in again at 800,000?
I mean, you can pay for someone's freaking undergrad and probably even their freaking master's degree with that
This
amount
is
of
over $1
money.
million.
Yeah.
It's already over $1 million. God damn it.
Yeah.
What? £800,000, which would be over $1 million. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do the conversion. That's fucking far worse.
You can pay for someone's freaking medical school education with this amount of money. Like I
That's 4 doctors, dude. That's 4 doctors.
Or they could have a meme painting of SpongeBob in their living room.
No, hold on. Not only will it pay for their medical school, it'll pay for their freaking textbooks. It'll pay for freaking room and board. It'll pay for freaking Starbucks lattes twice a day. You know
And their
you're gonna need
computer.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
no.
computer each year.
Yeah.
£800,000. At £800,000 with the gentleman in the back of the room here. At £800,000. Want to go?
Okay.
820,000 now. Give me 50, sir.
20 bucks. Says the winner owns a MacBook. The winner owns a MacBook. All Mac products. That's what this is going to be. Oh, God. Darwin Awards for everyone. Please.
50 from you, sir. 850,000. He's going on at 850,000 pounds. At 850,000. Jackie, say one more. At 850,000 pounds. At 850,000. Here, no, next bid's 880.
He's so excited he could vomit. Look at him.
At 850,000 pounds. Give me 80. At
Yep.
850,000 pounds. Say one more. At 850,000. There it is. At 850. At 850,000 pounds. At 850.
For the saddest auction ever. Can I get 100? 100 million.
There it is. At 850,000. Elizabeth may come in again at 850,000. Give me one more. At 850,000. Here at 850,000 pounds. Gentleman seated in the back at 850,000. Huge Instagram moment.
This thing better be made like from fucking
And against you here, are you bidding?
the skeletons of fucking like Lucy, the first human. Like that's what the paint is.
I need to see this painting in real life to see.
It's gonna
what
end up in a
exactly
museum. That's what it will be.
Use a
It'll be in a
painting
museum.
For a meme or something. It's like when you sell a meme for over $1 million. That's what it looks like.
Oh
In
my
all
God.
fairness, to paint something like that, I've painted something with that similar kind of cartoon thing, and it's kind of tricky. It's a little bit tricky to get all the colors that bold and keep them bold, especially with a shading technique like that.
Oh, sure.
Fair enough, but at the same time, like that's what the museums of the future are going to be filled with, just memes.
Oh
like
my goodness.
Like when I was back when I was like in 2005, whatever age I was, I went to the National Mall in Washington D.C. And one of the things we saw there was like inside of a fucking museum, we saw a big stick of butter on the floor, unwrapped, like partially unwrapped, and it was a big stick of butter. I mean, that was the same year that I moved the White House, but I mean, that's a different story.
In I think I was in high school. We went to this art museum that was showing the Fabergé eggs as a class field trip, and as we were wandering around the museum looking at different paintings, I got to the modern art section, and boy, did I get angry. I didn't realize how much I just despised modern art. There was one thing, one thing that I will always remember. It was a solid green canvas about, this. I think it was a little bit larger than a regular sized notebook. Solid green, hanging up on the wall. It looked like somebody punched a hole right through it, and it was just hanging up there. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was just somebody happened to punch a hole. I don't know.
So it was like
Solid
trasher.
green canvas
It's like
with a hole punched through it.
Maybe they're
and
so
that was it.
bothered by the state of like modern art nowadays that they're like, you know what, screw it. They punched it and they're like, yeah, that's art now.
If it were red, I would understand. But it was green.
Yeah, it's supposed to represent like capitalism or some shit. I don't know.
This is why austerity
No, it
is
didn't
good.
have-
No
it didn't
money
have
for
a little-
arts.
It didn't have an explanation like that. It was just, it had the name of the artist, and the price. And the price was well into the thousands.
God.
For a solid green
Christ.
canvas. With a hole punched
Yeah, I don't-
through it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like usually, I don't understand. Even though I didn't have an explanation, like if you were to ask the artist, they'd probably say some shit like that. Like this is supposed to represent like the struggle of, I don't know,
That
capitalism, or I don't know, some shit like that.
I can't remember the name. I'm terrible with names of people,
What does this
especially I've
SpongeBob
never
meme
met.
represent? It represents a false society.
His smug aura haunts me. Oh my goodness, well over $1 million.
I would love to
Alright,
have
so
that in my house.
There's a series. There's this artist who did a series of white paintings, solid white, no fancy speckles or anything, just solid white, and they sold for. Dude's a millionaire.
Jesus.
Dude, I don't know how to tell you this.
White cow in a blizzard.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't. Yeah, it's like
That is why I believe modern art is probably linked with money laundering.
That's why the rich need to be taxed more. That's my big takeaway from all this.
Because what is art worth? It's worth what people say it's worth.
The eye of the beholder is the value holder.
right. So yeah, let's see the final of this video.
At £850,000.
Spiraling Will Robertson.
If you tell someone this painting is valuable, then they'll believe it, no question.
Yeah.
Especially when it actually sells for £850,000.
Holy shit!
Can you feel the rage? Can you? Can everyone feel the rage?
If I ever see someone on Discord with a profile picture remotely similar to that, I'm going to.
I'm changing it right now.
I'm looking it up, yeah.
I'm changing it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot it, and that's gonna be my new avatar there. So
when did this happen? 2008?
No, this recently happened. I think 2008 is like the last time that either the record was broke or like the last time like the record stood or something like that. But yeah, so there's a awesome bidding battle for these SpongeBob paintings. So yeah, that's what modern art is up to now. So cool. Classy, did you have any final videos to take a look at, or that was pretty much it?
I mean, that's good. I guess that's it. I assume you guys probably had to go or do stuff. I don't know.
I gotta get more beer after watching this depressing shit.
I know Slee likes to sleep, so.
I sure do.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, we were entertained by some of the clips. Thank you guys for joining us tonight as well. You can catch us next Saturday around the same time. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a great night.
Yeah, good night.
Thank you.
All right. Until then,
Have a good one.
stay classy.